Hi, and welcome back to the Rubber Room. My name's Chris Colley, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. It's been a few weeks since I've been able to post a video on the Rubber Room for Watch It Wednesday, as my computer has been out ill. So I'm glad to be back with everybody. And today I'll be sharing with you this little pattern for the box. This box will hold a multitude of things. This particular one I'm showing here is going to be one that we're going to make at my club on Friday night this week. And I have put some 3x3 post-it notes inside it, along with a little mini gel pen. You can do a lot of different things with this box, and it started off because I needed a box to put some 3x3 cards in. In this particular case, I made 3x3 cards using the Sweet Summer Celebration stamp set, and then made a little matching box to put them in, and added a little handle on the top of that box. I also wanted to make one for Easter, and I did not put a handle on this box because I decided I wanted to fill it with jelly beans. I did use the Easter Blessings stamp set, which is available in the Occasions mini catalog until the end of next month, for the sentiment and the little Easter eggs on the front of the box. And I did fill it up with the jelly beans and used some pink taffeta ribbon to tie it off with. I was having so much fun making these boxes that I then decided I wonder what it would look like if I skipped the handle and the cello bag inside and just added a top to my box. So for this one, I did add a top to it and a little butterfly from the Big Shot Butterflies die, and I did put a little piece of Velcro on the flap of my box to keep it closed, and I did put some candy kisses on the inside. So that's just another variation of how you can use it and some different things that you can put inside it. So for the pattern for this box, you are actually going to use a piece of cardstock that is 6 by 5.5 inches. So you can get two patterns or boxes out of one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. On the 6-inch side here, you're going to score at 2 3/8 and 3 5/8. And then when you flip it, this will be your 5.5-inch side that's along the bottom of your paper cutter, and I'm going to score 1 1/8 inch in from both sides. I am going to put tape on the flap that's cut. This is a score lines here, and then the little dotted line is where you're going to actually cut it. And I'm going to put tape on the little flap and on the big flap on the front of the box, and then on the back of the box I'm going to put tape on the top 2 flaps. If you wanted to add a lid to your box, you're going to take a piece of paper that's going to be 3 1/4 by 2 3/4 inches. I did score it at 1/2 inch and at 1 3/4 inches. And I will take pictures of these patterns and put them on my website for you on my blog, so you'll have them. So to put your box together, this is my 6 by 5.5 piece of cardstock, and I did use sticky strip on mine. You can use regular snail adhesive on yours if you wanted to, but I assumed that by putting the sticky strip on there, it would be better for you to see on the video. So I'm going to start by removing the backing from my flap piece, because that's the piece I'm going to fold in first. And I'm going to fold it in first so that it's not sticking out on the outside edge of my box. And then I'm just going to remove the adhesive backing on both of the long sides of my box. And then I'm just going to line my edges up and press it down. And then I'm going to take this side and do the same thing. Just line it up straight at the bottom of my box, so it's perpendicular and straight there, right there at the edge, and then just press it in. And then I'm going to turn my box around and do the same thing on the other end. Just removing the back. Sometimes that sticky strip is a little hard to get off there. I'm going to remove the backing from all 3 pieces of my sticky strip. And you want to be careful when you're doing that you don't accidentally stick your box together. And again, we're going to start with the small inside flap going in first. And then I'm going to do this flap. And then just bring this other edge over and line it up there. And there you have your little box. And for this one in particular, I have decided that I'm going to use some of the new Paisley Petals Designer Series paper to decorate it with. This is a Designer Series paper that Stampin' Up! Demonstrators were able to pre-order this past month. So I'm just going to add, where is my piece of paper here? Oh, there we go. Now we can see it. I'm just going to add some sticky strip or snail adhesive, snail adhesive, to the back of my pieces of Designer Series paper. And I am using 2 pieces that are cut at 3 1/8 by 2 1/4. That's going to be the front of my box and the back of my box. And then for the sides of my box, I'm going to cut 2 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 1 1/8. And I'm just going to put my snail adhesive on all of these pieces. And then I'm simply going to adhere them to my box. I'm just going to center them on there. And stick them down. And it doesn't matter where you start, but you do want to decorate these pieces before you attach them to your box. It's just a lot easier to put your box or decorate your pieces when they're not already attached to your box. So I'm just going to center them all on there. And then adhere them down. I am going to be using my Crop-A-Dile to punch the holes in the sides of my box. I'm going to adhere some ribbon to this one for a handle on it. So I'm just going to take the small hole on my Crop-A-Dile, the smaller one here, and I'm going to push it all the way in. And it is set at about 1/2 inch in there. And I'm just going to push it all the way in and punch my hole. I am using my Crop-A-Dile because I'm punching through 2 layers of cardstock and 1 layer of Designer Series paper. And I don't want to take a chance on ruining my punching through all of that. So I'm using my Crop-A-Dile there. And I have cut a piece of grosgrain ribbon, and I've cut it to 10 inches in length. And I'm going to be using some Bravo Burgundy, which will match my cardstock. I've already put a knot in one end of it. So I'm going to string it through the inside of my box. And I'm just going to push it right through the hole that I've punched with my Crop-A-Dile. And put it all the way through until my knot reaches the inside edge there. I'm going to bring it around and then push it back through this hole. And I'm going to push it in from the Designer Series paper side first so that I can then knot it once I get it inside my box. And I'm just going to pull this until I get my handle about the height that I want it. And I'm just going to kind of grab it right there, which is the height that I want it, and tie a knot in it again. I'm going to pull my knot tight and then use my little ribbon scissors to trim off the excess there. And then I can pull it back through and just untwist this so that it's nice and straight there. And there you have it, a cute little box. And again, this one is made with the Paisley Petals Designer Series paper. And I hope you enjoyed my video today. I will be sharing the measurements and some pictures for you tomorrow. And I'll just give you a little rerun here. This is one that I did for 3x3 notepads. Here's one made with Easter blessings for Easter, filled with the jelly beans. And here's one that I added the lid to. When you're adding your lid, you can tape it on either the inside of your box or the outside of your box. And you do want to just put tape on this little 1/2-inch score line. As you can see, I put mine on the outside of my box. It would give it a nicer finished look if you did add that on the inside of your box as opposed to the outside. So I hope you enjoyed the video today, and thank you again for visiting the Rubber Room. I hope that you'll be back again soon. Bye.